Hi, my name is Karen Bentley, and I'm the author of The Power to Stop. And this is the radical, revolutionary, transformational process through self-love. You can get it at Amazon or at any retailer who sells books. And please do, it's a really great book with a message you're not going to hear anywhere else. So today I'd like to talk to you about the big, fat, potent, badass lies that you've heard about stopping and that you probably believe, and that are keeping you in a deep, dark place, keeping you afraid, keeping you anxious, keeping you procrastinating, keeping you unexcited about stopping yourself. All that stuff is lies, and we're going to get to it in a second. But first, I want to share a really important secret with you. And the secret is this. Learning how to stop yourself is like developing a muscle, an inner muscle. And like developing a muscle on your body, it takes some training, not hard training, but it takes consistency and training. So for example, if you were trying to develop this muscle, your bicep that's at the top of your arm, and you did it one time, you wouldn't expect anything to happen. In fact, if you did it 1, 2, 3 times, you still wouldn't expect anything to happen. You have to do it like 10 times a day for a month to get a result. And it would be even better if you added some weight. If you made it a little harder as you went along, you could develop that muscle faster and stronger. And it's the same with your stopping muscle. You have to develop it over time. And you have to get it progressively a little bit harder as you go along. Not super hard. You start with a baby step, and you add another baby step, and you add another baby step, and you add another baby step. So it's never harder than a baby step away. It's always easy peasy. It's always doable. It's always manageable. It's always within your reach. And so that's really an important thing for you to know about stopping. And it's not fair of you to judge yourself as inadequate or a failure, or, you can't do this, you can't learn it, it's too hard, blah, 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 blah. You can't go there because that's not right. Because, you can't expect maximum power. You can't expect maximum power from your bicep if you haven't been training it. And you can't expect maximum stopping power from yourself if you haven't been building that power and training for it. So, maybe some people can just step right into maximum power, but most people have to develop that power over time with training, with consistency. And that's the big secret you need to know about. So I invite you to join the Warriors Club, WARRIORS, the Warriors Club, the Stopping Warriors Club. And join this easy path with me where we learn how to stop ourselves and we get up out of the lies and into the light and make it an enjoyable, doable, self-loving process. So I would like to read to you some lyrics from a song that I adore. And it's the song called Home, and then Philip sings it. And these lyrics are really relevant and helpful to us. So let me read them to you. It starts as the first line, settle down, it'll all be clear. So settle down, relax into it. There's nothing to grit your teeth about. It's not going to be hard. It's not going to be painful. You're not losing anything. You're gaining something. Settle down. It'll all be clear. It'll be clear that you can do this. It'll be clear that it's manageable. It'll be clear that your life will be more of what you want it to be. Don't pay no mind to the demons. They fill you with fear. So what are your demons as it relates to stopping? The demons are all the lies that you've heard about. What it's going to be like, how hard it's going to be, how much effort it's going to take, how miserable you're going to be through it. Those are the demons. We're not going to pay attention to the demons. We're going to pay attention to the solution. That's what you want. So that's where your attention needs to be, on what you want, not on what you don't want. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. So the trouble is all those lies, those ideas that, keep you trapped, keep you bound. And if you're stuck there, just start digging yourself out. Just start digging yourself out one baby step at a time, and know that you can be found. You can find another way, and that way will suit you better. Just know you're not alone, because I'm going to make this place your home. So you're not alone. You have a coach. You have other warriors on the path with you, and we're all going to go home together. A place that's comfortable, a place that makes you happy, a place where you can be yourself, a place where you're nurtured and fed. That's where we're all going. Lies are very potent things, because if you believe in the lie, it's going to lead you someplace, and that place is where you don't want to go. And the lie will keep leading you until you change your mind about it, until you either replace it with something else that is a better thought for you, or until you completely change your mind and don't believe that lie anymore. Why keep yourself in a dark place if you don't have to? There's a better way to be. There's a better path to follow, and that's what I'd like to introduce you to. So, the first lie that you probably believe, and you probably believe with all your heart, is that stopping is hard. And as I've been alluding to in this discussion, if you break it down into baby steps, and if you do those baby steps incrementally over time, stopping is not hard. It is very doable. It is very manageable. It is very practical. And so it's easy. That really makes it easy, that breaking down process. Easy peasy. Well, there's nothing to worry about. Just erase all those ideas about stopping being hard, because that is not true. It is really a lie. The second thing that people think about stopping that's a lie is that you got to grit your teeth, and it takes monumental effort, and it's really painful. And it's just not. It's just something you do for yourself every day. It's that baby step. Is that a hard thing? No. It's an easy thing, but I just do it. Whether I want to or not, I just do it. It's not a big deal. It's just part of my routine. It's part of who I am. And that's what you're going to do too. Just that one baby step or two baby steps that you take every day. And maybe as you go along, those baby steps get a little bit harder, but you do them every day, whether you want to or not. It's not full of monumental effort. It's baby effort, but baby effort every day. What's the next lie? Oh, this is a good one. That stopping yourself requires a lot of conditions. One very popular condition that I hear over and over is that you have to get rid of all your emotional baggage. You have to understand all your emotional baggage. You have to cure it. You have to deal with it. You have to do all these other things first. Lies, lies, lies. Sure, it's nice to get rid of all your emotional baggage. I'm not saying that's bad or wrong, but you don't have to do it to stop yourself. It's optional. If you want to take that path, fine, but you don't have to. You can stop yourself just fine with all your emotional baggage intact. And so I just want to make sure you're aware of that there's nothing else you have to put on yourself. You just have to do this one thing. The other condition that's frequently heard in the stopping world is that you have to right every wrong. And again, there's nothing wrong with righting wrongs. There's nothing wrong with, expressing forgiveness or what you feel you need to do to make situations good again. But you don't have to. You are worthy already. You don't have to be a better person. You don't have to be good. You can stop yourself right now, just the way you are, without any of those conditions put on you. And so those things are just, nice lies, but they're optional. You don't have to do them. The other one that I hear all the time, the other condition that I hear all the time as it relates to stopping is that you have to, be propped up and be in a group or go to rehab. And again, no judgment here. Those things are nice. If you want to have your hand held, go have your hand held. If you want to go be pampered and spend a whole lot of money in rehab, go do it. But it's optional. You don't have to have it. You're equipped to stop yourself on your own as you are right now. You've got everything you need to stop yourself already contained within yourself. You don't need that resource unless you want it. If you want it, give it to yourself, but you don't have to have it. You know, excuse me for going back to another exercise analogy, but stopping is something you have to do for yourself by yourself. It's like push-ups. Nobody can do your push-ups for you, and nobody can stop yourself either, right? You have to stop yourself. So when push comes to shove, when the rubber meets the road, you've got to do it. Nobody can talk you into it. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. That's just the rule. And so if you want to do that in a group or in a support setting, then do it. But you don't need it. It's completely optional. And then the last lie that I want to talk to you about is the lie that you have to settle for the booby prize. You have to settle for numbing yourself out or, giving yourself a temporary fix to get through the day because life is so hard. And it might be. I'm not really making fun of you, but you don't need the booby prize. You need the real prize. You need to figure out what you want in life to make yourself happy and give it to yourself. You don't need no stinking booby prize. That's for boobies, and you're not one of them. Come on, you got to lift yourself up. Figure it out. Figure out what you want. Give it to yourself. That's the real prize. The booby prize, it just numbs you out and doesn't take you anywhere. It's useless. It's useless. Who needs it? It's just a distraction. It makes you feel bad about yourself. No booby prizes. The real prize. That's what we're after. The real prize. So I just would like to remind you that you can stop yourself. And if you're watching this video, you've probably heard the warrior's call, and you will stop yourself. That's certain. And I ask you to come back and take this journey with me. I'll make it as fun and as lighthearted as I possibly can so that you enjoy the process and that you get something nourishing out of it, and that we become friends together. And I would really love that. So please come back, my darlings. I would so love for you to join me on this path. I really would. And it's an exclusive club that you're joining, the Warriors Club. You have to have a behavior that's making you crazy or that makes your life not work or that gets you in trouble with people. You have to have it or you can't be in the club. And we're going to take the energy, the precious, valuable energy that's in that behavior, and we're going to twist it and do some magic and turn it around. And we're going to repurpose it and use it to give you what you really want in life and to get you what you really want in life. And it's so exciting. It's so thrilling to give yourself what you want. You're just going to have to trust me on that one, okay? For now. So come back. If you feel inspired to do so, I would love it if you would press the like button and maybe even the subscribe, because that will help YouTube to like me too. And then they'll direct more people to me. And it would be great for more people to hear a different message, a hopeful message, an uplifting message, a message that takes you out of the dark side and all the lies that are so easy to believe and into the light. And that's what I'd like to do for you. So bye for now. Please come back. Mwah. Don't forget, in the meantime, buy the power to stop. Bye.